Cha-cha. Tap the screen, tap the screen.
Because this is her territory, she don't need anyone in it.
My name is Yukal Johnson from Middle Quarters. Welcome to UJ and Auntie One Stop.
After it's taken from the pot, this is what you have. This is the prepared shrimp.
Get ready to travel with us. I'm your host, Colors. We'll be right back. Welcome back. The tiny village of Middle Quarters, St. Elizabeth, Jamaica, just outside of Black River, is famous all over Jamaica for one thing: peppered shrimp. From their simple stalls, usually Dutch pots boiling on open grill and plastic bowls of shrimp set upon a wooden table, they sell one of the tastiest snacks available on the island.
My name is Yukal Johnson from Middle Quarters. Welcome to UJ and Auntie One Stop. I'm the manager for the shrimp establishment. This business started from in the 60s from my mother. I'm the manager still. For you know, say, this era known as for shrimp. You understand? So 3/4 of the people from this era is just the shrimp era. No matter, sometimes it's up, sometimes it's down. You understand? So that is the tradition for it. And the shrimp man them pass through and stop and sell. You understand? And so you will purchase shrimp from the shrimp man them. For this era is known like what they do is catch shrimp and the people them buy shrimp. That is it. I can't really tell you what really happened because sometimes during the cold time, the little soft one them will go under the lily and go on to hide. But when rain fall, they come out more. You understand? Rumors said the big one them eat it off. I don't see it that way because I still get small ones. You know, so everybody have their likes because they say the big one that most people don't like, when they hot and get off the fire, nothing nice like it. So most people never like it, and when me cook it and then taste it, then stop eat the small one and start to purchase the big ones. Can't say a lot. Because through the unemployment, so as people leave school, them launch out and them start sell shrimp. My customer them come like a family. Whenever you come to UJ and Auntie One Stop, you are my brother, sister, or mother. Everybody just feel at home when they come here. You have to leave here with a smile. You understand? That's me. So the tradition, my daughter is there, my son same way. It's handing down.
Yeah man, I'm Jeffrey, son of Yukal. Alfata. First, we're going to take you to the stages, some of the stages how we prepare the shrimp. This is the first stage of it. That's when this one is from the river. Get it that way. After wash it, this is the second stage. It's now preparing. So that's on the fire. Yeah, that's the peppered shrimp. Oh, that's the second stage. But you have missed the seasoning stage. So another time you come earlier and you can get to see from scratch to the finish. After it's taken from the pot, this is what you have. This is the prepared shrimp. That's ready to eat now from the pot.
Alright, then call, this is the crayfish in Middle Quarters, St. Elizabeth. It take about 15 minutes. That's the kudam boil. Shake it up, and this is the shrimp soup now. Yeah, original shrimp soup. 14 parish in St. Elizabeth. One love.
My
My name is Marcia. I've been selling the shrimps here for 20 years and overs. So these are my guests here in Jamaica.
My name is Silvana. I'm a tour guide.
Yes.
And I like to come here to eat the
Marcia.
best
My
fritters in the world.
My fritters over there.
I'm in Jamaica since 1984. I saw Bob Marley in Italy. He carried me here. And after I meet the people and the place and Michael left here. What can I tell you? Taste it. There is no word can describe the shrimps. You have to taste it.
Yeah. Fantastic, don't it?
Yeah, man.
Yes, I've been selling it for a long time. I build my house, everything, raise my kids, send them off to school and graduated and everything. So the shrimps is my livelihood in the business here. And these guys. Yes, okay. When you come here, you can visit Marcia, shrimp spot, the best fritters, fried fritters and shrimp soup, gungo peas and everything. And the nice fresh shrimps here. That's what I have. Best shrimps. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Infinite power, infinite power, infinite power, infinite power, infinite power. Infinite power.
My name is Shanalee Burnett. I have doing shrimp for the last 7 years now, and sometimes we have ups and downs. Sometimes the market is bright, sometimes it's not. I wake like 6 in the morning, get the shrimp ready, because by 6 in the evening you have to reach back home. And you have your day activity. Sometimes you're out there for the whole day, nothing happens until in the evening. You may sell in the evening hours. Sometime in the morning you will sell. You don't know the time, so you have to be out early. And they say early bird catch the most worms, so you have to be out like pretty early. Actually, yes, that's true, because my grandfather was the first person who started the business, because he went to the river one day and see this stuff in his pot, because he said some fish pot and they see the stuff in it, and he says he's gonna take it home and cook it with salt and pepper. So he cook it and eat it, and then he said, I think this would be a business. First he used to sell it in the packy. They scrape out the packy and sell it in the packy. Then they started to sell it in the paper bag. Then now our generation put it in plastic bag and then give you in the paper bag. Putu Brown, and my grandmother is Rhoda Brown. He married named Brown. So they was the first person who started the business. When you come to Jamaica, or you're in Jamaica, you just come down to Middle Quarters, so your pepper shrimp. Ask for Shanalee or Shan. You will get nice, fresh pepper shrimp.
Pepper shrimp, always a favorite. Let's take a break. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Trinidad and Tobago Carnival was all about colors, fun, and excitement. Travel with us for some highlights.
Cha-cha. Some vibe, heart and the soul, taking control. Inside the festival you will find me. Heart and the soul, taking control. Inside the festival you will find me. Time to make a movie. Then we make a movie. Time to make a movie. Then we make a movie. Time to make a movie. Then we make a movie.
JenSambre.com.
You got the glue, the glam, the rabam badam, the ram bam, diggy diggy. Thank you, mama. Why you wind up a waist and shake your bottom? Why you ram bam, diggy diggy? You got the glue, the glam, the rabam badam, the ram bam, diggy diggy. Thank you, mama. Why you wind up a waist and shake your bottom? Why you ram bam, diggy diggy? Dang dang dang. You got that glow, I stick to you, so I could never get away anytime I want.
The Easter time in Jamaica is the time when the famous Jamaica Carnival swings in the cities of the island nation. It takes a full bloom in the capital of Jamaica, Kingston. Also known as Bacchanal, Jamaica Carnival is a true representative of the raw Caribbean flavor and electrifying atmosphere.
Barbados in the building. I'm a canal. Trinidad to Tobago in the building.
us. Travel Access will return after these messages.
Coming up next on Travel Access.
Tap the screen, tap the screen.
Because this is her territory, she don't need anyone in.
Welcome back. The Black River is one of the longest rivers in Jamaica. At a length of 53.4 kilometers or 33 miles. Its name refers to the darkness of the riverbed caused by the thick layer of decomposing vegetation. Over 100 species of birds have been recorded and crocodiles.
Sunset nights, during the days they need the sun to digest their food. We can do just about anything during the days. At night, anything that moves, they will eat it. Wish to take a swim? No problem. Just don't eat at night. But these white birds ahead, they called egrets, commonly known as garling. Here we have two types of egret birds. Snowy egrets, black beak, black feet, yellow toes. Khaki egrets, yellow beak, yellow feet, brown to the top of its head and its chest. They mainly hang around the house. Presently we're looking at the khaki egrets. Look carefully, you can see a couple of these egrets, they're nesting. Smaller leaves, paler in color, grows no aerial roots, and in earlier days we used the bark of the white mangroves to make a dye for leather. So here we have the red mangrove, white mangrove. Now since 1971 all these trees are protected. Now here is called the Broadwater. Here is the meeting areas of two rivers. Straight ahead is the continuation of the Black River. Black River continues for the next 43 miles. We have just completed 1 mile, but to our right, that's a tributary onto the Black River. Now that's the Salt Spring River, and that's what we'll be going onto. Years ago, the Black River was used as a main transportation route to transport rum, molasses, and the logwood. From logwood, we make the dye for blue jeans, the indigo blue. This make Black River becomes a prominent town. First town in Jamaica to get a motor car. First town to get electricity. First town to get racehorse. First town to get the telephone. 2 years after it was invented, and even before New York City. But years ago we used to have manatees or sea cows. Used to come along and eat these water hyacinths. The villagers around here got very ignorant, start using it for meat. It say we have less than 100 manatees living here in Jamaica. Actually, we haven't got any living along this river. They are now in a protected area. But the purple flower coming from the water hyacinth, it's called the lavender bloom. It has no fragrance. Now this little patch of grass to our left, they call the bulrush. And if you're familiar with the story in the Bible, wherein baby Moses was in the grass, now these are the same grass. But maybe if we look carefully, we might see Moses hanging out over there. But here in Jamaica, this is used to make hats, mats, bags, window blinds, and various craft items. When there's no rains in the mountains, these waters are crystal clear. It's as clear as the water is coming from our pipes, but there's a biological substance at the bottom of this river, peat moss, and the peat moss is a dark, greasy, oily substance. Properly mined, it can be burned for fuel. The water just reflects the color of the peat. But this peat contains methane gas, and there's a lot over in the swamplands. So whenever time the sun gets too hot, it ignites light, burns the whole swamp down. This is called spontaneous combustion, but this happens about 12 to 15 times each year. So actually what happens, we get a slight drop in the river tide, the sun ignites it, we get fire. But this fire doesn't affect the rivers, just the swamp. So we had all this burn just over a week ago. To our left, we can see the cockpit mountain of Trelawney, and that's where the Black River starts, runs through the island, ends underneath the Black River Bridge. In the middle, Nassau Mountain. On Nassau Mountain is where YS waterfalls are located, and to our right, we have Santa Cruz Mountains. But if you look to the top of the Santa Cruz Mountain, you can see Monroe College. Just look way up. Yep. Where the windmill's at. Also to our right, these trees to our left, they call the logwood trees. And from the heart of the logwood comes the dye indigo for blue jeans. So what they'll do, they will chip the sap from the trees, stick the heart in water, and dip the jeans. These trees to our left, and they are logwood trees. And if you look way over, you can see there's a swamp fire going on. So there's a swamp fire up ahead. Crocodile swimming up.
Crook for you, we promised you.
Come.
We promised you that we're gonna find at least one crocodile for you. Here we go.
Come.
I see another one there. 2. I promised you guys.
Come.
There's another one right under there. I don't know if you're seeing. This one has a name?
Ali.
Ali, this is Ali. Say hi to Ali, guys. Someone is asking if they're tame.
No crocodiles can be tamed. Crocodiles have killer instinct, so no matter what, they're gonna kill. Crocodiles have killer instinct, so they're born to kill. So no matter what size, they're gonna kill and eat. It's in their genes.
About how many crocodiles will you see here?
Somewhere between 700 or 800 crocodile lives on the 16,000 acres of swamp. But because it's cold weather out, the crocodiles are over in the swamps or to the bottom, they're getting warm. These rivers are really warm to the bottom, so crocodiles are cold-blooded reptiles, so they actually need warm to survive. You notice they're not moving around a whole lot because they're real cold.
Okay, so it's because they're cold while they're...
Yeah. When there's sun out, crocodiles are out. Right now the crocodiles, they are patrolling the trees to see if any birds wishes to come down for water. You see, in the evenings here, it's like KFC. These birds, they come down to get water. The crocodiles, they get a meal deal. But if you look carefully, you can see these crocodiles, they're going to get too close to each other. So it's either see a fight, or one is going to stick his head out of the water, open his mouth, and show a sign of submission. They don't really like company that much unless it's mating season.
So the birds over there, the crocodiles will eat them.
Yeah, man.
What about us? Oh, so they're going to fight? They're fighting, guys. So they're fighting?
Yeah. Because this is her territory. She don't need anyone in it.
This is Alice's territory?
Yeah, man.
Oh. So who's the other one?
Well, I'm not sure. It's a young one.
Oh, okay.
So they don't really take anything into their territory that easily. The moment another crocodile moves in a crocodile territory, is either they'll fight till death, or one would have to stick its head out of the water, open its mouth, and show a sign of submission. Oh, wow. Yep. So these birds, they're called egrets, commonly known as garling. And here we have two types of egret birds. Snowy egrets, black beak, black feet, yellow toes. Right there, with the brown mohawk, they are cattle egrets. Yellow beak, yellow feet, brown to the top of his head and his chest. They mainly hang around the cows.
Thanks for traveling with us. I'm your host, Colors. Join me same time, same place next week where travel access will be granted.